With each battle that we face, we defy the dark's embrace. Legends growing with each stride. In unity we confide. No fear in our eyes, just stars guiding us through endless wars. Destiny is in our hands. Together we take a stand. We are the light in the darkest night. With strength and valor we fight. Armored hearts shining bright. We will defeat the evil tonight. As the dawn breaks, shadows flee. In our victory we are free. Timeless heroes, legends grand. Together we save this land. We are the light in the darkest night. With strength and valor we fight. Armored hearts shining bright. We will defeat the evil tonight.
Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, once again joined with Fabulous Four. Welcome back. Exciting.
That's a word.
I get to kill all of you tonight.
Oh, don't be like
No.
that.
Once again, the system is out, going by the books. highestlevelofall.com. Go get your copies. Monster Journal, Player's Journal, Game Master's Journal, and then I guess soon the Deity's Journal, because we've been talking about that, and then Brian is going to help us write the Space Jamming Journal.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
Space season.
You guys remember where you were from last week?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Still not convinced it's not one of the planes of hell. We're all just not convinced.
yeah.
Seth's going over to Replicator and get some blood wine and a blue rose.
You guys took some Red Lotus and it's all been a dream. No. I guess.
She's not drinking wine, so
Yeah, it's no alcohol, no drinking November or January, sorry.
Yep, we decided to go drive for January.
Yeah. New Year's is over.
It's not
holidays
January when
over.
this comes out, but
No, it'll be much later than that, but well, not a lot later, but yeah, maybe April.
So probably, yeah, March.
April, May, March, somewhere around there. I don't know how many we're ahead. I think we're ahead like 12 to 15 weeks or something like that. But anyway, let's get started. One thing I will mention is that we didn't mention it last week, but when Rava teleported with Velia and her boy toy, they appeared in front of Dusty's tower. Even though you teleported to the tribal elves empire area, you still appear here, and then the Black Bank vessel came down out of the clouds. So that's where we're going to start, is right there, and the door opens and you see a feathered individual with wings that's around 6 feet tall or so. He has gloves on, white gloves. He's wearing a white outfit, and he goes, "Greetings, welcome, welcome. Come in." You walk in, and as soon as you walk in, you see Dusty standing off to the side next to what looks to be a library and a little meeting room of some sort. couple tables, a little fireplace burning, and he closes the door behind you. The servant-like individual, as you can tell, he kind of looks like a butler, and he wanders over to the right side where there's a staircase that goes up, and he starts going up it. And Dusty goes, friends, come in.
Hey, Dusty.
Hi, Dusty.
Hi.
Walk in.
Sabian looks uncomfortable.
How are you?
He turns and looks at you, and you see his hourglass eyes, and he goes, Dusty's good. I'm good. Dusty saved you.
You did.
Dusty saved you. They're looking for you.
Why?
Questions. Questions with answers.
You're looking for our other friends, too. We're all kind of in trouble.
Well, good thing I brought you here.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. But I can send you to where you were going if you want, and it won't be seen. Not like you would. You're bringing justice? Justice back?
Yes.
Alexandria.
Yes, Alexandria.
Alexandria will be a goddess.
Yeah.
She's a good goddess. She's never been goddess, but she's a good goddess. I like Alexandria.
We all like Alexandria.
Alexandria's my friend.
I think she's perfect for it.
Yes. Yes, it's perfect for balance, they say. Mira's back.
Yeah.
Goddess of Vengeance is back.
She is.
Looking for worshippers. I'll open portal if you want. Whenever you're ready. You can have tea now if you want.
You're really sweet, Dusty.
You are.
Not as sweet as my tea. It's sweet tea.
Yeah.
Cold with ice. From the south. Want some?
Sure.
He smiles, and you see the servant come back down the steps with a pitcher of tea and some glasses, and he starts setting them down, and he cordially bows to each of you, and
Thank you.
Sabian goes like that. I'm good. It's good, Sabian. You'll like it. You should try it. I'm okay. I'm not parched right now.
You met Dusty before, Sabian?
I can't say as we have spoken, no. It's a pleasure to meet you. Dusty? He's like, yes, Dusty. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Reva starts laughing.
Sabian kind of narrows his eyes a little bit and then just looks around.
Drink the tea.
Okay.
Reva will look at Villian and say, right before we came in here, Godwin telepathied me and he is in trouble.
So, yes. You telepathy that, and you feel like it disconnects. Like you're not sure why. We'll get back to that, but when you step in the tower, the telepathy disconnects.
He's in trouble.
Should we try to get him before we're taken with us to do a circle?
I can't get them. You don't want to get them. They
No.
can't. I can't. There's one and two, and 3 and 4 of us, and two and one is red. Dusty can't do that. It's not my area.
Oh. Kazap.
Yes.
Got you.
That makes sense.
He has their glove. He has his glove over them.
Good.
I can't.
That's okay. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe he'll help them.
Yes,
Because I don't know what to do.
I'm sure he will.
Finish the tea and set it down.
Okay.
She'll
It
drink,
tastes really good. It's sweet tea.
she'll drink the tea.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
You want to leave?
I don't want to leave.
Not really, but
This
How
has
close?
To be done.
How close do you want to be?
Can you
put us right next to the temple?
I can put you where the staff goes next to the dragon's eye.
Yeah, there.
Perfect.
Okay. He walks over to the bookshelf, waves his hand, and you see a portal appear. You can see through it, and you see the old ancient temple of Valk. You see a tribal elf standing off to the side, and looks like a mage type who immediately turns and looks towards where the portal is, and goes on defensive. You see him cast a spell, and it goes up around his body, and he turns and faces the portal.
Thank you, Dusty.
Thank you. She'll hold this staff out in front of her and step through.
Okay.
Maybe we'll go with her.
Sabian will too. You step into the temple, and the dragon's eye glows at the pedestal where the staff goes. It all starts glowing, and you see the tribal elf look at you and narrow his eyes and look at the staff, and then kind of relax a little bit.
Thank you. She'll step up to the pedestal,
Okay.
put the staff in.
All right. You set the staff into place, and the orb invokes, and you see magic go throughout this chamber. You've seen the chamber before. It's old and ancient. There's not much in here but dirt and dusty walls, and the pedestal where the dragon's eye is and where the staff is. As soon as you put the staff in place, there's like a clap of thunder, and you see Alexandria appear in piercing white armor with silver glowing eyes and a sword in each hand, and she looks around the room, and she doesn't seem to she's not an enemy, but she does not seem to be friendly. She appears and just looks.
Val will take a knee.
She looks around. You see the wild elf immediately go down to a knee, and he's like, "Goddess." She turns and looks at him, and she says, "Gather your forces. I have need of them, and so does justice." And we're gonna leave from there.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What a way to start.
Fucking awesome.
Good job. I love Dusty. Thank you, Dusty.
Yo.
We're gonna go to the ship.
Shit.
I believe that you are in your room. You just tried to telepathy, and you started to, and then it got disconnected. And you're not sure why. Seth, you are
He's back in the main room.
in the main room with everyone else. Dog, you are over here with Eden and Timmy. Rin, I thought you were in that room.
She's right here. In
Yeah,
this
okay, you're right
chair.
there. As you're sitting there, because Zav tells you to go over and touch Rosa, in your head he says, "Admiral, go and touch Rosa so that I may fill you in on the current affairs."
She'll get up.
Okay,
She'll walk up in between the chairs
right here.
and kneel down and touch Rosa.
Okay, when you touch
Close her
Rosa,
eyes.
you are filled with the knowledge of everything that's taken place on the ship, including Jamal's death and various other things that have been happening that you were unaware of. It takes a few moments to do that. And Dog, you've pretty much finished casting all the fruit stuff that you were supposed to be casting, Eden. You're sitting there with her, and the cook was looking.
She took a dexterity fruit.
You take a dexterity one, and Zed, you were in this room as well. Next to Bela and Seth, and Pox is sitting over here with Rayla as well, and Kara's mother, Captain Valkyrie, is the captain of the ship now, sitting over here.
Does she know about the connection with the Black Banks and Jamal?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
She knows about all that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And you guys are currently in space with the cloaking device up. You're staring at the bags, or in your room, but the bags are sitting over on the table on the shelf, and you're talking to your father through the dagger.
Yeah.
And you said that to Reva, and then disconnected. So what do you do?
Yeah, so he's, further obviously shit. Like, doesn't understand why why the disconnection happened, but he goes back to speaking with Daddy Dearest.
Okay.
I said, okay, so this isn't a safe place.
What is it, a safe place?
Where we are, standing with all of your shit. I assume that's never going to be a safe place.
Well, the Black Banks will continue to look for you until they find me.
Kind of hard to do, I suppose. There's nowhere that I can even go that would be safe, even for a moment.
I'm not quite sure what all that ship has on it, but I know that I was able to go there without being detected. Which members of the Black Bank are probably unlike anything you've encountered so far. Their teams are very powerful. But really, those are not the individuals you have to look out for. They will send operatives, and they will come at you sideways. You are in danger unless that ship can be hidden. But then again, you're in danger just about anywhere you go, especially if you have my soul with you. And especially if you have the bags close to you. For in one of those bags is the ring of the Black Banks.
What is that?
An item which is made by the Black Banks for the council members. They can find it.
Which bag is that in?
He tells you.
It's the same bag as...
It's the same bag that the stone is in.
It's a bag that I can't open but can't get rid of because it's dangerous to everybody. It's trackable no matter where I go. Okay, let's
Trackable in a way. If you have multiple layers of non-detection, it will take them longer to find you. Right now, if they knew where you were, they would already be there. They're searching, so evidently the ship has some kind of ability to keep you hidden.
I know the ship itself is powerful, and I'm sure there's people on here that can use the ship to amplify their powers.
I'm sure, and I'm sure they've already gone and spoken with Lily. Like I said, she, if anyone, she is someone that can help us. That is, if you want to allow me any help.
It's apparently the only way to even have a chance at helping anyone, especially helping my mother, is to allow your help.
I don't know where my body went, but if it's close by, you could easily bring me back, I'm sure.
Well, the person that has your body, I can't reach out to.
That's unfortunate. The quicker you get me back in my body, the safer everyone will be. I apologize for my moment of Insanity.
I suppose I apologize for letting anger win and cutting your head off. Glad even on this one.
You had every right.
Doesn't make it right. Now, that's not something you maybe understand, considering everything you've done. For my mother, you say?
I wish I could find any information at all about her, son, but I cannot. I have tried for decades.
So all of this, all of the death and pain and betrayal is for nothing.
There's got to be a way to figure out where she is in the Underdark, but I just don't know how.
I suppose we'll have to get into the Underdark.
It was locked so long ago, and the only way to get in are through these dark elven keys. One you possess. As far as I know, there are only 3 doors into the Underdark. Some say that all the portals that are within the Underdark have all been sealed and closed as well. There might be a mage, a quantum mage somewhere that could be capable of going there. Or even avatars for that matter, but I've been unsuccessful.
Speaking of successful, with this gear, how do you get it? How does it all work together? Obviously, I put it on, but from my understanding of artifacts, it doesn't necessarily all work at the same time.
The swords allowed me to do that.
Well, I suppose the swords change you, but you're already a dick, so that doesn't really matter, does it?
Perhaps.
I gotta say, watching somebody talk to Jamal like that is just taking me out. Cause I'm sorry.
So, we're gonna go to the other room. Seth. Ren, you did that. Seth, you're standing there, or sitting there with Bela. And Zed is there as well.
She's gonna look up and say, so until we can figure out what to do, I don't know if space is the best option.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if the water on planet would be any safer. She kind of looks around. Like at Seth and Valkyrie. There's the people she looks
She raises an eyebrow when she said that, and she's like, that's an interesting idea.
Seth just nods.
Right?
Someplace deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Rosa, are they tracking us currently to your knowledge? And she says, no, Captain. They cannot find us, but they were aware of our last location. I do believe when I drop our cloak, they're able to see our general location.
We should stay on the move.
Orders, Admiral. Destination?
Underwater?
Seth's gonna go to the replicator, get a glass of blood wine, a blue rose, set it down in front of Bela, and then he's gonna go to Godwin's room.
That's where Ren was headed, was to Godwin's room.
And he's just gonna lay in cat form right outside of Godwin's room with his...
Okay, so this is all going to take a little bit. You go over the replicator.
Yeah.
You get... you get what now?
A glass of blood wine, a blue rose, if the replicator can create them.
You say that out loud?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. And you take them over and put them in front of her?
Yeah.
Okay. She smiles.
He smiles back.
And she grabs the glass and sniffs it. Kind of does that. And she's like, she tastes it and she's like, puts it back on the table.
Not good.
It's not bad. It's just not.
Fresh.
It's not the blood wine that I would prefer to drink. But I thank you so much. This was awful kind of you, Seth.
I'll be back. And he goes to Godwin's room.
Start going that way to Godwin's room.
Ryan gets up and walks out. That's where
Okay.
she was gonna go, was to Godwin's room.
Again, Rosa would say to you as you're walking away, destination, Admiral. What ocean would you like me to go to?
The deepest.
It was the whole ready when Rosa.
Is it upside down for
It
you?
is.
And for our viewers, where's the thing?
2 more that way. Yeah.
There's Dolphin
Can you zoom
Bay.
Yeah. Dolphin Bay.
Dolphin Bay?
Yeah. Yep.
Alright.
Wait. Wait. That's next to Tombstone and Cold Front and Hilltop,
Yeah.
which are all taken over by Asmo, right?
Yeah.
No. Go more south. Nice try.
Stay away from Asman or Asmo.
Fuck.
There's so many beings we have to stay away from. This is getting a little.
No.
Ah. In this ocean down here somewhere.
Under the King's Jewels,
Yeah.
south of Queensland somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. She'll head that way.
I don't want to be anywhere near the King's Jewels. Thanks. That's just gross.
Too bad.
Alright. And then you guys, both of you head up there?
Sure.
Mhm.
He was just going to lay outside of the Godwin's room
Oh no,
with,
she
his,
wants
with
to talk to God.
his field out so that
Alright. Zed, you're in here too. Where do you want to sit down somewhere?
No,
Or?
he sees the Admiral anyway. He just follows her to.
Okay, so he'll follow her? Okay. Alright, so the 3 of you go.
As she's walking, no, she'll wait.
yeah, he changes into Panther as you're walking. So
Alright. You come up to the door. There's a knock.
Hit the button to open it.
Okay. You see the Admiral standing there with Zed and a Panther.
Admiral.
She'll look at Zed and be like, can you give me just a moment?
Of course, Admiral. She steps back and takes the guard position as
And
well.
she'll walk in. She didn't care if Seth comes in with her, but
Yeah, Dom just walks back to the other side of the room where all the other
she'll walk in.
shit's laying.
Okay. You go in, Seth, or you stay out in the hallway?
how long is the room?
You mean
Can I hear?
Well, no, I'm just. He wants to make sure that he's still within the sphere of the non-detection.
yeah.
Because if he just lays by the door,
So how far out do you have it?
I have it full.
Yo, you have your non-detection out full?
Yep. That's the whole reason he came, is to make sure that he's
Yeah.
within the non-detection.
What's the distance on that?
I don't remember.
His is 60 feet.
60 feet, so yeah.
Ren's is 80.
For sure.
Okay,
For
then
sure.
He'll just lay
You
by
know.
the door and.
It is 20 foot by 12 foot or so.
Yeah, so he'll lay by the door.
Okay.
You okay? I know that's probably a stupid question.
I don't know what I am, Admiral.
I know everything.
Oh, thank cows. It's really awkward to be able to take your orders but not tell you anything, so that's helpful. He reaches in his head.
You're
over
in
to the-
huge danger.
To the Admiral, I don't think you have any idea what kind of danger we're in.
I do. We are being followed by the Black Mage right now.
Of course we are.
We've been running from them.
We are not quite sure how we're not detected, but
It's Rosa. We're safe until we drop our cloak. We can't, the only problem with that is if we drop the cloaking, then we can't contact anybody outside the ship. It cuts off all communication.
I guess you know that I found out my dad wasn't dead and collected a bounty.
And it happened to me, Jamal.
He's still here.
What do you mean? She like look around.
You look around nervous.
She gets a little nervous.
She's like, what?
what do
He
you
does,
mean?
does subtly pats the dagger on his hip.
Oh. Okay. Well,
If it's any consolation, he feels like he had a pretty damn good reason for doing everything he's done.
is it your want to send him to his final resting place?
No, unfortunately, I and possibly we need him to not be dead. Reva took his body. I cannot reach her, obviously. I kind of need it back. He feels that Lily would be the best option to help. And I also need to get into Beacon.
The Geo9ers came in here and cleaned up, right?
Yeah.
She'll look at him. Do me a favor. Lift your boot for me. See you blood on the bottom of his shoes? From Jamal?
Did you ever step in the blood?
Yeah, he like knelt.
Yeah.
Probably on his
yeah.
pants, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
his feet have.
Because he knelt between the head and the,
Yeah,
and the body.
he's got blood on him.
We may be able to make another body with that. Risa might be able to help.
He reaches, thinks into the dagger. Is that? Can you hear what we're talking about?
No, who are you talking to?
The admiral of the ship.
Oh. Does she know what has happened?
Yeah.
Well, then she's a good admiral, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that he said.
Is her name Renara?
Yes.
Hmm.
Familiar?
I've heard of her, and yes, she has a reputation. The ability to stay hidden, which now that makes so much more sense. The lower planes have... Yes. Everything makes so much more sense now. Is she cat kind?
Government knows that, right? Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, Seth
He knows that they're
I
related.
mean, you know that they're related and Seth is.
They're twins.
Yeah.
Does Godwin know they're twins?
I don't know about that, but he knows they're related.
So, well, I know that they're related, and her brother is in cat form right outside the door.
Makes so much sense now. Why she can't be found, and why there's so many questions about her. Why the lower planes consistently request information on her and nothing is found.
So the multi-layers of protection you talked about are definitely in our favor right now.
Sounds like it. It sounds like you are in a safe location. Have you discussed with her what is going on
So,
between you and I?
She knows you're here. She probably thinks
Does
I'm an
she-
asshole right now. looking
Does
at
she
you,
know
looking at
that
you.
I need to be brought back so that everyone is safe?
Yep. She has an
Let's,
idea, because your blood is still on me.
let's, hold on. She'll telepathy Risa.
By the way, he's not even thinking about him. Started like turning in circles. Walking
She's
back
not
and forth.
stupid. She
In his
knows
head,
he's
yeah.
telepathy.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she's
yeah.
That's
not
what I said.
stupid.
Reese's like, yes, Admiral.
Are you busy, sweetie?
Take takes her lips off of Kara, and she's like, oh,
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
no, Admiral.
Maybe still,
No,
if it wasn't
um,
important, all right?
Sorry, Cara. Business.
Really happy for you.
Duty calls.
What do you need? Am I needed in med bay?
So I'm in Godwin's room, and I have DNA here, and I need a body made from it. Can you do that?
Coming that way, Admiral. She turns and looks at Kara. She says, the Admiral needs this. She needs this to make a body.
Okay.
She goes out the door and
I'm sorry. I'm
She's
just
gonna put her
realizing
clothes back on.
how crazy telepathy would be in some situations. You just making out. and
well, her
somebody else's
clothes were
voice is
not
in
on.
your head.
Your clothes weren't off or anything. I don't think we didn't fade to black. We didn't have enough
We
time
left
to
the
do
room, that's all.
that. Anyway,
Nope.
so
She won't put her shoes back on.
does Kara come out?
Sure, she'll.
All right,
What's
you'll
the
see.
female
You'll see.
version of cock blocking called? What is there a name for that? Or
Goodness.
I'm so sorry. We can bleep that out if we need to.
That's great. Grab.
I Godwin is gonna just look at the end of the
She told her
dagger
to come
see
to-
if he thinks that's gonna, if that's applicable, because I don't know where his body is.
Okay.
She
I'm gonna
would-
grab these two tokens.
She would
real
look
quick.
at Godwin and say, Risa will be here in a second to collect the blood, and she thinks she can make a body from it. And then it's just as simple as putting Jamal's soul back in his body.
Risa comes right across and
Is this a simple
she
thing
nods
to put
over
souls back
and
on?
salutes at you, and Kara, you come in with
It's,
I have another
She goes
question
right in.
about Souls. Let me get it.
She comes in quick.
as simple as a resurrection spell can be. That's what she hears when she walks in.
Admiral.
Hey,
Hi.
lift your boot for me again.
What's on his pants and his boot? It's covered from the knees down. He's,
I was gonna say, Kara's face is
Close enough.
matching her.
you can also
hair,
probably
but-
squeeze it out of his pant leg.
She pulls off
She smiles at
she-
Kara and just winks. And
she
she's
pulls
like,
off a
like
small-
a face, like
silver device and walks up to you and says, "Your shoe." And she puts it under there, and you see blue light come across it, and it feels like telekinesis a little bit on your bottom of your boot, like it pulls your foot a little. And she's like, "Okay,
I want to come with you.
very well."
Why don't you come with us?
Absolutely.
Come on,
He just kind of looks around the room and says,
bring it.
he just takes the rope out of his belt and starts tying all the bags together.
Okay, all right.
Like she tells you bring it, like she already knows.
Bandoliers, around himself to.
Okay,
She's gonna keep
Leader
Godwin
bags
within her
holding.
and Risa both. She wants to keep them both within her thing.
okay. What?
Sorry.
You said something?
Bandoliers of bags of holding.
Yeah.
That was all. I was
Yeah.
just
That's
commenting.
it. Okay.
So
So
what I got here. Okay.
So all of you are going to go back to the main deck to head towards Medbay. I would assume.
Kara's going back to her room.
That's right.
Okay. Kara
That's
goes back
Rayla.
to her room.
That's right.
That's Rayla.
Yeah.
Oops.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
You just get pulled all over the place, teleport where you don't want to.
Right?
All right, you guys come back in, and
When they come in, she'll glance at Zen
okay,
and she'll go,
she nods at you.
While they're
Like,
all gone,
giving her the opportunity to come in.
while they're all gone, Delara will ask Eden and Timmy to help her carry the fruit bowls into the main room,
Well, of course I will, darling.
and we'll put them on the table.
She'll pick up 2 of them.
Okay, you're gonna bring them into the main room.
Yeah, put them on the table for everybody. She
Alright.
had made labels as to what they were, and then take a seat next to Rayla.
Token moving tokens. All right, where you go, Eden? Do you stay
She'll
in
go
there?
sit by Doll, in between Doll and Gunbar.
Okay. All right. All right. You guys go into this room.
I'm sorry, what's
Zen would have took one of the fruits.
The doctor,
Risa.
Reese's got
My fiance.
Beyonce.
And she puts it in her bag.
She's just gonna chit chat with everybody and catch up on what the fuck's been going on the last year. Maybe gain some insight. I just wanted to have her
All
doing
kind
something.
of stuff. You know, I still have all those clothes in my closet for you.
Oh, we gotta get those. I just didn't want her sitting doing nothing.
She's pulsating when she comes and sits next to you. She's still.
Yeah,
She
love
brings-
your new look.
She brings the light.
Love your
I can't help it.
beautiful.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I decided to just roll with it.
I love it.
Well, thank you.
It's a good look.
It is.
It looks good on you, the captain says.
Thank you.
Valkyrie.
Captain Valkyrie.
She looks over at the door where Reese and them went in and looks back at the other door. She's like, could you check on her?
Says it to Eden?
Yeah. In your head. We had a conversation and I'm concerned. I want to make sure she's okay. But
You know, I did talk to her. And she's, to be perfectly honest, quite upset. Is this an official request as my captain, or is this a request as...
no, dear.
Kara's mother.
It was... That was inappropriate. I apologize.
It's okay. You know what? I really hope
She has
that
every
the two
right
of
to
you...
be upset.
I really hope that the two of you work it out. And I think it just might take her some time. I personally, you know, I understand why she's upset, but I don't believe we'd be where we're at if Gold Star hadn't have made the decisions and put us all where we were.
By the blessings of Gold Star.
Galen made the wrong choices.
Well,
He made her feel like an outcast.
maybe it was my fault because I didn't tell him what to say. You know, I just didn't want her to be used against me by the demons and the devils. If they would have known I had a child, then, well, it sounds like an excuse at this point, but
I understand you wanted to keep her safe, just like my mama did with me. I think the things that happened once we were on the prime, for her upbringing was very different than mine.
it was difficult.
Of course it was. She believed that her mother was dead and that her daddy was in jail.
Yeah.
And all she had was Galen, who was...
Who did not want to put up with any of it and deal with any of it, therefore said they were both incapacitated in some
Exactly.
way or form. Yes. I cannot... My father is much different than... Anyway. Carry on, Eden.
Thank you, Captain.
All right, you guys walk into the med bay, and Risa goes over to the table and puts it in a vial, and she's like, Admiral, is this a security risk or?
She'll turn and look at...
He promised us to play nice.
And do we have a soul, or
So
is the soul?
We do have a soul.
Out of respect, this dagger doesn't leave my hand entirely.
Is there any way that we can make it to where those doors and windows can't be seen through? She kind of says that out loud, like Torturosa.
Yes, yes, Admiral. You mean from the outside?
Yeah.
Of course, Admiral. You see the windows completely disappear and bulkhead appear. Will that work?
Yes. She looks at Risa. So...
Darwin looks at Zed and says, killed my dad. And then walks away from him. And Zed's just like, what the fuck?
I don't know. She'll kind of look at Zed.
Zed looks at you and then he kind of shrugs his shoulders, and behind him is the pod that he came
Yes.
in. It's just sitting over there behind him.
She'll look at Sam and say, his dad is Jamal.
Her eyes get big. Oh, well then it is most assuredly a security
And that's
risk.
the reason the Black Banks are after us. And he was killed willingly
What?
and has agreed to help us if he brings him back.
He
That is the reason the Black Banks are after us.
Who killed him?
She
I
owns
was
the Godwin.
upset, and he let me cut his head off, so I took the opportunity.
My. She smiles at you. Zen puts a little smirk on her face. She's like, you are a surprising individual.
I think it's had more consequences than intended.
I don't know who on the ship we should tell about this, but carry on. She kind of looks at herself.
Actually, hold on. As it's going on, you start to tell her,
I was
and you
gonna
go,
say, yeah, I
and you
can't.
go.
What?
Yeah.
Also,
When
I
she
don't-
asks who killed her, yeah, he
He's
tries to, but you can't.
he turns to just like tries to kick what's behind him. He said, "Admiral, I can." I suppose you didn't see the part where Vay stopped by.
Did she see that?
Yeah, because I've showed you all of it.
Here's the reason the dagger. Is there any way to avoid compulsion? By the way,
You touch the dagger and say that? Oh yes.
like right now.
There is a form of blood magic that can be used that breaks compulsion relatively
Fuck's sake,
easily.
you know I'm talking about anything that I could do right now.
At this moment, I'm not sure who you're with or what's going on, but if there's a vampire there, perhaps,
Wait,
or a practitioner of blood magic of any sort, they could easily break the compulsion if they know the spell.
Admiral, do you think that the remaining vampire on board would be able to assist?
They left.
No, Vela's there.
Vela. Maybe. I don't really know much about
Well, it's just.
compulsion. But I
He
do
says that
know
a vampire may know the spell.
that she is princess, and niece to the person that.
Yeah.
So that may not be the best idea.
Reese's,
And if you break
Reese's
it-
standing there. And she's, is this something you need me to do? Or
I don't have anybody else who can do it. I don't think.
very well.
Well. Okay.
She telepathies to Car. She was like, they're wanting me to bring this person back, and I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to hurry and
Do you need help?
come back to you. I don't know what they want me to do yet. We're in Med Bay. If you want to come down, it's up to you.
Yeah, she heads that way. Still barefooted.
Okay. You walk into the main room.
Sure. I don't know another way through there, so.
Okay. You see your mother.
She don't look at her.
You feel a little bit of an alignment flux. Like
Why?
your lawful goodness
Your parents.
starts to waver, and you realize you're a little confused about this situation, and it's bothering you a great deal.
Well, that's been bothering me since she told me.
And so there's no alignment shift.
Right?
There's just an awareness to her that it's a possibility that that could be something that happens depending on her actions from this point on. Not, if they're not law or good orientated.
Right.
Okay, so you walk through?
Yeah.
All right. Doll, you see she's barefoot. When she walks through, you would notice that. And she goes into here.
Okay. Go ahead, Risa. I think that. One second. Seth, we should seal
Go.
this room off.
Go ahead. Do you want me to use one of the tubes?
You can bring him back from his blood, right?
I can create a body, yeah, but I can't do anything without a soul.
We have a soul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We just need a body created.
All right, let me make the body.
Okay.
She goes over and puts the tube into the thing and turns it on, and you see magic glow in one of the tubes and start to create a body. And it's a naked Jama. And
Jama, or like dark elf Jama?
Seth will ask.
so he does have pointed ears. He is dark elven, but he's thick and muscular. And he has tattoos all over his body.
Is his clothes still in your room?
Oh, by the way, and that's thank you for bringing that up. So not only just the bags, but he did wrap the robe around the ends
Okay.
of the
So he has
blades
that with him.
And then
Okay.
put them. I have robes.
Okay.
I didn't exactly grab his underwear. I left those on, Seth. Or, I'm sorry, person. I forgot who's in the room.
Car.
Sorry, thank you.
Well, Seth asked that.
Oh, what's that? Okay.
Seth is right.
Oh, he did come in. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, he's blocking the
Oh, no,
door.
you're coming with.
He's standing right in front of the door.
Yeah.
He's got his non-detection out, and he's actually sealed the room.
Like I said, he has tattoos all over him. And she regenerates the body.
And Car's helping every way she can. So.
Okay. She hands you the tube, what's left in it, pulls it out and hands it to you, and she says, if you'll file that over there.
Yep.
So you take it over to the database and start putting it in.
I would just ask, how many bodies can we make? Just one?
Oh no, I
Just in
can.
case I
I
get
could make
that.
several. She says.
Just in case I get a second.
You go to put yours in, and you see a vial that says Godwin in there, next to the others. You know.
Okay. She'll look at Ren. Or Ren will look at Godwin. Say, soul?
So, do I like stab him? I don't know.
Car's like, no.
Risa.
Arisa, she's like, no.
I was just checking him.
Where is it? It's in.
Kara and Risa will probably say that at the same time.
That might be. Is that an intelligent? Yeah. Zen? She's like, yes. She goes, can you transfer that for us? She's like, of course, if you would allow it.
Losing the blade. So what guarantee do I have that you're in the right mind now?
You say it's in the blade to your brother. Well, I will never be in my right mind until she is retrieved, but I have collected myself from the thoughts of not wanting to be here anymore.
Do you agree the only way we get her is together? Not that you found another way.
I vow to work with you to find out where she is. We will go from there.
Holds out the dagger and nods his head.
You see her cast a spell and put her hand towards the dagger and then towards the body. Boy, this is an important role.
Yeah.
Let me use my new DM's dice. Pretty cool.
Come on, GM. You got this?
Yeah, pretty cool. Ready?
No. I stopped you before?
That was close. 93. Goodness. All right.
The last fucking thing we need.
Huh? An 89.
Those are real high.
They did roll high.
They rolled high both times.
You see his eyes start to move and he wakes up in the tube and looks out. Risa grabs a robe and opens the door and hands it to him, and he takes it and puts it on and stands up out of it and walks over to Godwin. And
How tall is Jamal?
he's about 6'1".
Taller than my dad. I should say.
He's big though. He's
Yeah,
a
it's
big man.
I just asked how tall he was. Calm
Yeah,
down.
he just walks over to you. He just walks over to you and he smiles at you and he goes, "I will be more useful to you with my equipment."
Do you want to like hold back?
I'll let you keep 2 items. Is that fair?
I suppose it'd cut your head off.
One for being a dick, and the other for attempting to not be. You choose. And he looks at the bags and he goes, "Other than those, of course."
Can't. I don't know if I can give you back the bag. I asked you about compulsion.
Permission to come aboard.
Permission granted.
I apologize for so abruptly coming here uninvited.
I've heard a lot about you. It's nice to finally meet you. She'll smile.
I haven't heard hardly anything about you, but it's
Doing
nice
my
to
job.
meet you as well. Thank you. And he looks over at Kara, and then Risa. He's like he's unsure which one did it. He looks at Zed and narrows his eyes. He's like, he scratches his head like that, and then anybody that speaks silent tongue in the room hears him say, "What are you doing here?"
I don't know. I assume Zed does.
Huh?
So I assume Zed has. I mean,
Oh yeah, Zed has it. And I don't know if Godwin does or not. I don't know if half
Ren doesn't.
elves get it or not. Half.
Yeah, the only thing we talked about is obviously
Zed?
his grandfather.
But Zed gets it.
Yeah.
He understands. He asks you, what in the world are you doing here?
I still haven't quite figured that out yet.
You say that out loud, or do you say it in drow?
You're right. And drow.
Okay, you say it in
Okay,
drow,
okay.
kind of. So nobody really realizes. I'm gonna
Do we get a roll?
give you guys an observation at a -12 for anybody that does not speak the dark elf silent tongue, because it's not like ASL or something like. It's like the movements are all nondescript and they're not
That's actually what I meant to ask you, but for God.
they're not obvious.
It's 2. I have a +2.
So what you would be
Minus
noticing is just the reaction from each other, not what they're actually doing.
Not too high.
Yeah, no.
She rolled 1 over what she needed to notice
Kara, you
it.
can roll 2, and
Well, Kara's got her back to the
oh, okay,
room,
all
and
right,
Seth is actually busy, so
all right. Yeah, Risa doesn't get it.
Doesn't see it? No? She always sees it. God damn it.
We can discuss that bag later, I suppose, he says to you.
So, I understand that your guys' reunion is important. She looks at Jamal.
I just need to get dressed, he says to you, kind of smiles, and
She just holds when he kind of shows the robe and the sword. It's like I don't even They are around your swords.
He
though.
takes it and he starts getting dressed like in front of everybody. You can tell he's kind of
she'll
uncomfortable, but
turn her head, but she doesn't trust him enough to leave him alone. She will look the other way.
all right.
Sorry, you gotta prove yourself, bro. You're fucking.
He is a beautiful specimen of a human being, ebony skin, perfect like his body. He is could be a companion. He's absolutely gorgeous.
Once he gets dressed, she'll look at him. Does he have a symbol?
No, you
No.
don't see him. No. He gets all his equipment on. He will untie the other bags, but leave that one with you. And then he'll say, if you don't mind, is there just one item you're supposed to retrieve out of that?
That's all I was told.
And it's which item?
The stone.
If I may. He reaches his hand over to the bag, and you see magic glow from his fingertips, and his hand goes into the bag, and he pulls out the stone, and he's like,
He takes it.
he'll take his bag back.
Ren heard all. She knows exactly what this stone is.
He takes
Awesome.
takes a ring out of his bag that's on a chain and puts it on his finger. And then looks over at you guys and he's like, if you would drop the cloak, I can probably stop what's going on.
She'll say to Rosa, Rosa, keep moving, but drop the cloak.
Very well.
Do I need to drop the non-detection? Okay.
I don't think so, he says.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I don't think so.
Apparently that's caused more trouble than you know, Seth.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm able, I need to be seen by them.
Where?
It's your choice.
I don't want them on my ship. I'm sure you understand.
Where are we? And Rosa will tell you that in your head, we're above the ocean, getting ready to come down.
We're above the ocean, south of Queensland.
Oh. Well, I don't want to leave abruptly. Godwin and I have some things to discuss. If you would just allow me a moment to step off the ship, then. Rosa says, Admiral, I can transport him from one of the pads.
Okay.
All he needs to do is move to it.
Yeah.
Seth will unseal the room.
Okay.
She'll telepathy Rosa though, and she'll say, "Can you keep an eye on him after he leaves the ship?
Of course.
I don't want him taking off and leaving us in trouble."
I don't know how far I can follow him. If he
Go ahead.
magically
take him.
leaves, I cannot follow him.
She'll look at Jamal and say, "What's his new title? Commander?
Who, me? Chief?
Chief?
Chief?" She'll say, "Chief Seth will take you to the teleport pad."
Thank you, Admiral. He walks up and he turns and he looks at you and he says, I'll be back.
I'm keeping your shit till you get back.
You've given me my shit, he says.
Well, just the stuff that I'm wearing.
Oh, the stuff that you're wearing. He's like, oh, you still haven't given that back to him? All right. He's like, very well. I'll be back shortly.
Ransom. They're keeping your shit till you back.
All right, so you go to the teleport pad. He steps on it. Rosa drops the cloak, and he teleports. Take a quick break right there, and we will be right back. 1. And we're back. We're going to go back to...
Yeah, you're good.
We're going to go back to the tribal elf and Alexandria. She looks around with the piercing white eyes, and you see Sabian. He doesn't bow to her or anything. And she looks at him with her burning eyes, and he steps back away from her.
She doesn't go to a knee, but she'll bow respectfully. Like lean her head forward and then back up.
She backs up a little bit from where she's standing away from you guys and holds her hands up, and she goes, "May the gates of Volscar be sundered and opened." And her eyes glow this piercing white, bright, magical color, and then you see her disappear. The tribal elf, the eye of the dragon dives back down, and the staff starts to die back down from the magic from him, and he walks over there and snatches that staff and spins it and puts it under his arm and looks at you guys.
Thank you. Thanks.
He just kind of stares at you like with a wild look in his eye, and Sabian goes, "Can we get the fuck out of here?"
No, I don't think she speaks any language he speaks. Just kidding.
"Can we get the fuck out of here?" Sabian says.
Absolutely.
He walks over and grabs your hand. And where do you go?
Fuck it, let's try to go to the ship. See if it works.
You appear on it.
Nice.
Happens to be...
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Where do you appear at on the ship?
I'm not fucking up the timeline, right? We're good.
No, you're
We're on.
good. You're
We're
good.
right here.
In the main room?
Yep. Right in the middle of all of it.
Okay. Not fucking up the timeline, she says.
PTSD.
Valid
from
question.
Arrows.
Valid question.
Sabian. Reba. Valia. Or Val. Right here?
Mm-hmm.
In the same spot? Okay. You guys appear. The Admiral would be notified by Rosa immediately. Seth would too. Princesses in general and have reappeared on the ship.
Raven's got a smile on her face when she appears.
Kazav walks through this wall over here and looks around the room, and he would say to the Admiral, I believe Gavor is requesting permission to
Yes.
come aboard.
Yes, absolutely. Where is he?
He is. I will bring him into the main room, he says.
Ryan will look at them and say, guys, Gavor's back.
Yay.
He
Ryan
appears
will walk
next
out
to
there.
him through his magic, and he's got a smile on his face and just kind of looks around the room.
Ryan
Seth
will walk
come
back out
in.
there.
Yeah, Seth will come back in the room.
Okay.
She will go around the table and hug him.
Yeah, Timmy's like, Gavor! He comes over and he goes, well, hello there, young one. It is good to see everyone. So you guys come into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Zen will follow Ren.
She'll tell Godwin I'll be back in a moment.
I suppose Zed follows her, like he's been doing. Okay.
He
And
needs a job.
what?
He needs a job.
He needs a job.
He was told his job was security, but not security
Trying to
left, so he just made security.
Remember where the fuck Seth with?
Went to the a teleporter somewhere.
Seth was by the door.
He was. Where'd his token go?
Well, he left and went.
Transport pad for.
So
Oh, that's right. He
yeah.
went to
There
the
he is.
teleport pad.
So you're down by the teleport pad. You want to still come up here? You can come up here if
Yeah.
you want. You know.
And he'll telepathy Vela, ask her if she needs anything.
No, evidently there's a Drac here.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
It's good war. He's a good guy.
Jama appears where he was. Where where
Oh
he
goodness, I thought you were gonna make
Where-
him come in right behind, right?
where he left from. He appears, and then we'll message you, and Kavor tells him he's on board.
Telepathy Godwin,
Okay,
where are you?
who's this?
Val.
Val.
They just got back on the ship.
Oh, where the hell have you been? I'm in the mid bay.
You'll be there in a second.
Gavor goes around and starts, greeting everyone. He greets the admiral. He greets.
Ren will hug him.
Okay. Zen just kind of steps to the side when you do that. She doesn't know him, really. This individual is in front of her anyway. Gumbar goes over and gives him a big hug. Got the body back. He's like, yes, thanks to Dustinian, White Tower Mage, the Quantum Mage. He was able to finally get me back. I have missed you all. It is good to see you all.
It's good to see you too, Gavor.
Where's Kara and where's who am I missing? And he looks around the room, Brava, you guys are just standing there.
Head to the med bay.
Yeah.
She telepathy Godwin. He said he was in the med bay.
Okay. Billy, Val. All right,
Yeah.
she heads to the med bay.
We brought Val
Rava
back.
would go with her.
Okay.
Alexandria ascended, and she is now the goddess Valk, and she is taking care of stuff.
He looks like visibly relieved and just says, "Thank you." I wasn't sure what happened when I couldn't reach you guys anymore, but
Sorry about that.
a lot of things have changed again.
Oh yeah?
What happened?
What happened?
We had to bring him back, right?
Jamal.
Yeah, no, we didn't have a choice.
Okay.
And where is he now?
He had to go get the black bank off our back, and then he will be returning to the ship.
Speaking of which, he comes in here and we'll sit down right there and grab a cigar and look at it. And he's like, oh.
Ren will walk over and sit in
He
the
puts
other
it
chair.
back. He's like, foreign tobacco.
Ren will walk over and sit and say, yeah,
Only
that's
the
our
best.
hometown.
Huh?
That's our hometown.
Oh. Really?
We're not a foreign. Just smile at it.
He kind of laughs a little bit. Interesting. So very little is known about you. There's a lot going on. Gavor, people are talking. Gavor's, he talks to Teardrop. There's a lot going on right now in separate rooms. Sabian says to you all in the room, he's like, can I ask a question? What the fuck just happened with Alexandria?
She ascended to be the
No,
goddess Valk.
I understand that. But did you hear what she said?
I heard what she said. What the fuck does that mean? Does that mean that...
What did she say?
Does that mean that...
She said, may the gates of Volskar be sundered and open.
Does that mean that beings other than Vulcan can go into Volskar now?
I think she's gonna bring it down.
Well, hopefully she's bringing balance back
You know-
to the bullshit that has been going on.
There's more going on in Volskar than we even have to deal with the big A. You don't understand.
Well, fill me in.
Yes. Sabian looks at you, he's like, yes. Fill us in.
So,
Kara, Gavor will telepathy to you. Hey, where are you, honey?
Medbay.
Just look at her. Are you Vulcan?
To Sabian?
Yeah.
He goes, of course. In a way.
you know,
I I was when I was alive.
So some dots connected.
She looks back. She crosses her arms like that and looks back at Godwin.
There has been a lot of issues with the houses as of late in Volsgar. House Mellendor for start.
Malindor.
And when my
Sabianly.
father made the connection, the warning that Sal gave us, right?
Did you say Melindor? As in,
Don't speak his name. He will hear you. And he will come for us.
Sal had given us a warning about that.
That is the warning.
he is in Volskar.
Yeah.
There's a house.
There is now.
Oh, interesting. To be a fly on the wall in Volskar at this moment. I wonder what is happening there.
Panic, probably, if Alexandria just brought the wall down.
You think it would happen just like that?
That means that Elysium is wide open.
Risa
As well.
puts her hand on Kara's lower back and Flepty's to her. She goes, yeah, there's a lot going on. Maybe we could just like sneak out of here? Yeah? She kind of just casually walks out, doesn't say anything.
Kara's right beside her.
Okay. As you guys are going this way, Gavor sees you and he's like, ah, and he stands up and goes over and gives you a hug.
And introduce Risa.
Okay, yeah, and he's like, yes. You changed. Your wings are different.
Hmm?
You look good, Kara. You look good. And yeah, you guys leave.
Yeah.
Off to
Never Land.
Never Land. Yeah, you fade to black. That is a fade to black moment, and
She's actually going to try something.
Yeah.
Unravel spell.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that will start the fade to black. An unravel jinx.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And then she demands that you let her make your ring. She let her make your ring.
Okay. Well, I still got to make hers, so.
Yeah.
I made the engagement ring, but I need to do some praying on that.
Okay. All right.
Honey topaz is the main stone, and then there's
All right.
6 diamonds on it.
Okay. All that jazz.
Oh yeah.
Bells and whistles and all the
That detailed stuff. So you guys, Godwin, you four are still standing in here.
We're able to telepathy Sabian and say, what is your house?
My original house?
Your Volskar house.
Oh. What's yours?
Sith, Chorusai, Vane, and Amore. Like, she straight up tells them, she's...
Well,
You knew the Sith part.
of course it did. Of course it did.
My mother's Queen Amore.
Yeah.
Oh, and Levitt, obviously.
Yeah. Sounds like you're a lot of them.
My sister's Chorusai.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that sometime.
Hopefully you're not related.
What else do you know?
I know that as much much as you don't want it to be the answer, we're going to need him moving forward. He can get us in.
The only reason I wanted him was for Remy. And Remy's safe now. So.
And he also does realize he's been white knuckling that dagger, and he just puts it back on his belt.
Now, as far as Vay and
Yeah, don't even get me started on your brother.
Zira and Gordon go, I can't make any promises there.
We're gonna have to figure something out and come together because we're fighting on too many fronts.
What did Vay do?
Just a little compulsion.
He compelled him. I think it was about, the whole killing thing. Yeah. It was probably to protect him from the Black Banks. Probably plausible deniability, I would guess.
Whatever excuse he needs, I suppose.
Yeah,
I'd let
that's
it
a
go.
wild one there. I wouldn't shake that tree.
Yeah, I'd let it
So
go.
he says, you might find yourself in a predicament. He's normally pretty chill, but lately he's
Fucking wired tight.
he's got a lot going on, and
Fuck yeah.
he's being pressured. And now that you brought him back, yeah. You probably
Well, if he wants to get
complicated things.
into the banks, this is the only way we can do it. That was his wish, so.
All right. Well, you have something he wants, so.
Well, he told me to keep it until I could figure out how to get into it and use it. Because he can't go there.
Beacon.
Beacon.
Can you go to Beacon?
Mm-hmm.
You?
We're not heroes of the North.
Why
No.
can't they?
Because he's a hero of the North.
Huh.
During that period of time, I was the chosen one and she was my protector. We were doing our own thing, saving
While
the
Vay
world.
was leading them.
We've never really been part of their group. We've always kind of operated on our own.
Well,
Seems like it has its benefits now.
Right?
sounds like you fucked around and found out. Don't tell him I said that. Please. That's just between us and you guys. But yeah, it sounds like you fucked around and found out. That sucks.
Yeah.
So you can go to Beacon.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to Beacon.
Mm-hmm.
We can go.
Should we just go to Beacon?
Yeah.
We also talked about Lich and control of Beacon, not letting people
We
in.
should probably talk
And
to.
Cav.
We should probably talk to Jamal.
Where is he now?
Let's go say hey.
He said he was coming back. Tried to hold his shit ransomed. I don't think it really matters to him very much.
Rosa. Yes, Sabian. Is Jamal on board? Where is he? I'm sorry, Sabian. You don't have clearance or classification
God,
for
we
such
left.
information.
Is
Ravo
Jamal
was
on
going to try.
board?
Is Jamal
Rosa?
on board?
Of course, Commander. Of course, Princess Sabian's like,
Could you have him come in here or request him to come in, please?
of course.
Ren's talking to Jamal.
Ren, you're talking to Jamal, and
She would look at him and say, forgive me for being so bold, but are you a companion?
he
She'll smile at
He
him.
smiles and she's like, no, but thank you very much for asking.
Well, you could have fooled me. She smiles at him.
Did you hit him again the whole time? That's what happened.
She does that to everybody.
so-
It's everybody. It doesn't matter.
Rosa says, Jamal, you're being requested in the infirmary. He looks over at you. It's time to
Be my guest.
time to
She'll
finish
step
our
back.
conversation, he says. And he walks past and goes back in there. Jamal walks in. As soon as he walks in, he's like,
She'll look at him. What's up, dude?
Your son's safe if you care.
Sabian saved him. That's the only reason I wanted you.
Holy shit. I have a brother.
You do.
You have two.
Pretty cool one.
Brock is also your brother.
I'm sure we'll have a family reunion.
He's not as cool.
Well, you came back.
Good to see you again, I suppose. Both of you. Thank you. He looks at Sabian and he's, I didn't do it for you, dude. Nonetheless, I appreciate it. And he looks at Godwin. He's like,
So,
go ahead and keep the equipment, son. It looks good on you. I can replace what I need to.
So what's the deal with Beacon?
Reba laughs out loud.
As always, it's been in control of my guild. My guild's been in control of it, since way back, as you well know.
Engel was in control of it.
The Lich is rumored to have some control within the city, but he doesn't exercise any of that control.
And the curse?
He, speaking of the curse, I believe what he does is being done on the other side of the mirrors. He hasn't done anything within Beacon as far as I am aware of. It is my base of operations, as always. Of course, you're welcome. All of you. Velvet Underground is still running. Your friends are still there. Rila.
Are they?
Yes, Rila is still there, and
Miss Morsi.
Miss Morsi is there as well. You should come say hi.
It's a good idea. I should.
You seem to know each other well, which is a bit of a shock to me.
We've known each other since we were what? Babies? Little kids? We knew each other in Elysium.
Good old childhood friends.
They gave him that scar. With that sword, that wooden sword he used to carry around all the time. Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to respond to that. That is...
Used to call us the 3-letter gang.
He raises an eyebrow. Oh yeah?
When, Ray, Val, they. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, I suppose you should know that we have an agreement to help one another with a task, and I'm not sure how much about that task should be spoken. It's up to Godwin, even though it's probably my greatest secret. It seems that the time has come to
They
pull
have
it
the
into
right
the
to know.
light. I cannot think of anybody else that would be perhaps more helpful than you and your brother with this task. I've lost faith in the fact that I'm going to find anything out about it, but
It's my mom, right?
we know she's in the Underdark, but that is all we know. And it has been closed for
Name?
many a year. The love of my life. Jade is aware. None of my children are.
What's her name? Tatalda might know something. If you have a name.
Tatalda has not been in the Underdark in some time, and I assure you, if it's something that could be found out by Tatalda, it could be found out by myself. I have exhausted every resource. I've done everything that I have done to try to find her. And save, go to the Underdark.
I've never been to the Underdark before.
Always thought about it.
Sounds like an adventure.
Yeah, could be fun.
There are 3 entrances into it, and they have all been closed for some time. And we happen to have, well, my son happens to have the key to one of those doors. The one up near the womb in Darkwater. But there's more to worry about than a simple lock, I'm sure.
There always is.
When we were young and we went up to that area to attain dragon blades, actually, almost everybody died
That was in the Black Ice.
just because of the cold.
The womb's not quite that far up north, though, is it?
The womb is not as far north as the Black Ice, and it is over on the eastern edges of the northeast, near that dark elven human city, Darkwater. A lot of smuggling and various other things that go on there, but that city is very... I have gained a lot of intel and information from that city, and none of it has led me to her in any way. Any knowledge about her? Or... I wouldn't haphazardly just go to the Underdark, if you know what I mean, but perhaps you and your brother and Queensland can help us in this endeavor somehow. I know that there's a lot going on that is separate from this, but
There is. I can talk to Vay, though.
I assume Vay's gonna want what he wants before he helps.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to do something for him first.
well, what does he want?
He wants what you let me. He wants me to use what you let me keep.
What?
He wanted the stone.
And he wants us to take it to Beacon.
Mm-hmm.
Why Beacon?
I assume.
He didn't say.
Why? The Black Diamond and Beacon, that is...
What? Do you know why?
I know who cast the curse, and it was not your sister.
Who was it?
Spinster. We should find him. Let me guess. Your brother has him.
Ding, 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 ding. Of course he does.
So the stone has something to do with the curse.
If thought the only way to break the curse was to break the mirrors.
Well, evidently, Spinster was trying to get that diamond out of the city of Beacon long ago.
Yeah,
And quickly. He stole it, if you recall.
I do. It's why he got killed by the Heroes of the North so many times.
It's been in my possession for quite some time. We need more information. Now that I have that, I can perhaps find out the reason why. Or you could ask your brother.
I can try.
Meanwhile, back in the other room, Renard, he leaves and goes in there, and Seth, do you go over and sit down next to Bela? What are you doing? You
Actually, I'm gonna go get
kind of
some
right here.
Get some raw meat first, and then come back and sit.
Okay,
Have something to eat.
all right. Go into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Timmy comes over next to Doll and Rayla. He's like, "Hey, so what are we gonna do, man? What's she doing?
Socializing seems to be the thing to do these days.
We're still hiding, I guess."
You know, Ren has never really been one to tell us what's going on. So
Zed says, "No, we are no longer hiding. The ship is no longer in danger."
good to know. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
The reason I didn't say anything was because I hadn't been told yet. And she's standing right behind you.
So they don't tell you anything either.
She's gonna go sit down right here.
Almost turns the chair to face her a little bit better.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Zen will come and sit here. Gavor will go back over here. Zed, where do you go?
He's actually gonna go eat.
Okay.
Because he helped with things but then never got anything.
All right.
Wait, you eat? Really? Yeah, when Seth comes back out, he's in panther form with a big hunk of piece of meat in his jowls and lay down behind Bela and just sit there and
Okay.
So I've been gone for a year. I really have no clue what's going on, what's happened. So I've just kind of been hanging out with Rayla and Timmy, waiting to see what's the next step.
So what are we doing, Admiral? That's what he says. He looks over at you and crosses his arms.
Give me just a second.
All right, let us know.
She'll telepathy Godwin. And she'll say, "So, are we going to Beacon? We got nothing better going on right now."
That's what Rin does?
Yeah, she telepathies Godwin.
Okay. He just so happens to be having a conversation, and right about that point, it might have been a little shorter than that, but we'll say that it's right there.
One moment, Admiral.
Alright.
He speaks to the group. So, seems like the Admiral is ready to move the ship and take us where we need to go. Is it as simple as just flying over to Beacon and we're there and going from there?
Yeah, Jamal's in charge of it.
I can take us there any moment that you want to go, Jamal says, and I can take us into a secure location. But we need to find out more information. He looks over at the two.
Alright.
We need you to figure out what's going on with the stone and why he wants it,
Give me a second.
and if you could, can you have him break that compulsion?
No, he'll compel me. He'll compel me if I ask him to do that. Fuck that.
Consider it a request by me, if you would. There.
I will ask him.
Tell him I'll owe him one.
He'll
There's-
love that.
He's no longer in danger, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll have no problem with that.
She'll telepathy Bay. Hey.
What?
I need some things. Alright, so
You need more than some things.
I need to know. So, would you rather me do this with telepathy or you want to do this in person?
I don't think you want to come where I'm at.
Alright, so can you tell me what the crystal has to do with Spinster and the curse, or?
The fuck?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Well, Jamal is alive and no longer an enemy.
What?
He cleared the thing with the Black Banks with these kids. And he wants to help Godwin get Godwin's mother back, who is in the Underdark. Jamal also wanted me to tell you that he has a request for you to break the compulsion on Godwin, and if you do, he owes you one.
Done. I only compelled him to, hide the fact that he killed a Black Bank member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does Spinster have to do with his curse and all that, and the stone?
You feel the compulsion leave you.
She's looking up like this.
Well,
Listen, if you want me to go there and help these kids do this thing, I need to know what's going on.
it all came from Tiamat
Okay.
originally. Spinster is a minion or a spy of Tiamat, and always has been.
Why does that not surprise me?
The curse that was placed upon Beacon was not done by Vala.
It's not Miss Spinster.
It was done by him.
Why?
Well, it was done because Tiamat was attempting to win the war. And if the heroes of the North were out of the picture, it would have been much easier. Or if she was able to control any of them, which she did.
Yeah.
Gordon was under her control for,
A long time.
about a year.
I did know that.
But I don't think that was the fullness of it. I believe that she also controlled Myra and Zira's brother, who were all still on the other side.
Excuse me?
Yes. And if that stone is taken through the mirror,
Whoa, hold on. If the stone is taken, you want me to go through the mirror?
oh no, I want the stone to go through the mirror.
Just want to, chuck it through?
Oh no, that's not good enough. It's got to be taken to somebody on the other side.
Who?
Spinster. And he has to be convinced to break the curse over there. The only other way is to destroy the mirrors, and we know we don't want to do that.
So whoever goes on to that other side, will they get stuck? And then what the fuck, you're telling me that Gordon, Myra, and Havoc are all controlled by Tiamat on that side? So you're telling me that there's fucking Lord Viken Vengeance on the other side of that mirror?
That's exactly what I'm telling you. And it needs to be shut and closed. The main reason it needs to be shut and closed is not the curse. The main reason it needs to be shut and closed is because of ANCAP. We need Beacon back. So where are you at right now?
I'm on the Sub Rosa.
I can't come to where you are, but there's a certain green stone that if it's taken through that mirror along with the black one, and that curse is broken, it will close the portal in Queensland.
Say that again?
There is a certain green stone that, if taken through that mirror and the curse is broken, it will close the portal in Queensland. And also in Mirabilia, which will separate Asmodeus from the hells in Mirabilia. There will no longer be a connection between those three locations. Because it's in the curse. It's in the cursed mirror. The duplicate alternate universe.
So, if one of us were to go through that mirror with that stuff,
You'll be trapped.
Somehow convince Spinster we won't be able to get back through.
Correct. That's why you should not be doing that.
Who?
Well, I have a certain someone here who's willing to do it.
Who?
Spinster.
You trust him.
No. Of course not.
So you want me to come get Spinster in the stone?
Excuse me?
You want me to come get Stone and Spinster?
I need the black stone. The stone that Jamal had.
Yeah.
That's what I need, and you don't really need to worry about it. I mean, you're not going to be going through the mirror. It's not that I don't trust Spinster, it's that,
Okay. Well, if you've got it all figured out.
I just need that stone. The green one is already ready to go.
Where, if I can get it, where do you want me to bring it to?
Yay, 1,000.
Okay, I can do that.
Be careful going there.
What do you mean?
It's right under him. Don't be doing anything fucked up while you're there.
Like what?
And drawing his attention somehow or whatever. You know,
Okay.
just go in normal and leave normal.
All right.
You have the stone?
No, not yet. Give me a minute. She was telepathy.
Yeah. So you're no longer compelled. So you can do whatever you want with the stone. So she's sitting there, and you can tell she's telepathying, obviously.
One last thing she would ask him, is it okay for me to tell them all this?
Tell who?
Godwin, Velia, Sabian, and Jamal?
I don't mind. I guess Jamal's going to find out anyway. The others, I don't care whether you tell them or not. That's fine.
Okay.
We're all on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Jamal's deal is, but he can be trusted half the time, and then half the time he cannot. I was already supposed to be in the Black Banks, and that still has not happened.
Well, so I've learned that most of what Jamal has done is to find Godwin's mother, who is in the Underdark. Talking about taking a trip there. Try to go find her.
You have lost your fucking mind. You're gonna go to the Underdark? Reva,
What?
how are you gonna get in, first off?
They have a key. There's a key.
God damn it. I have a deal that I'm working on here. I'm with Zira. I'm with Gordon. That's where I'm at.
Oh, fuck. All right, I'll
And-
talk to you later then.
And well, no, don't go running off all full cocked like you do. This is not a horse race, sis. I tell you what, I will help, but let me do what we're doing now. You get your shit together on that end.
Okay.
Give me the stone
Okay.
so that I can take care of what's going on.
Okay.
And
I'll let
we
you know.
really got to do this while all this shit is going on around us.
You lost your love for the adventure.
Hey now.
We're just having fun, man.
All right.
Cool.
You
Okay. I'll let you know once I have the stone.
bring me the stone and you will have my help
Okay.
with this fucking Underdark thing, whatever it is.
Cool. I will let them know. Thank you. She'll disconnect.
Fuck off.
Okay. All right. So, Vay's agreed to help with your mother and the Underdark in exchange for that stone.
Sabian's like, really?
To put it mildly, the simplest of terms. Yes. That, she kind of nods to where you put the stone. She'll look at Jamon, Sabian, everybody, and she'll be like, that can break the beacon curse.
Nice.
And he has a plan on how to do it, but he needs the stone. And he said, you give me that, I take it to him, he will agree to help us with your mother. Basically. That's the short version.
Jamal's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but how? What's the deal here? What? Did he give you information? Yeah? Can you share it with us? I mean, I'm just curious.
Yeah, so, if you were to go into Beacon and go through the mirrors,
I'm not doing that.
oh, none of us should. There's a whole other world over there.
Oh, I'm quite aware.
Over there. And in that world, there's another spinster. If we take this spinster and we give him, she's gonna switch to telepathy because she just realized where they are. Give him to everybody in the room, in this little room right here. If we give him, we give Spinster the black stone and a certain other stone. Send it through the portal. It'll break the curse in Beacon, and it'll also separate Asmo from Mirabilia in Queensland.
Nice.
All in one. We just have to get Spinster to go through that portal and convince his other self to break the curse, which
Well,
basically,
I'm sure he has it compelled, right?
I'm sure he's got it.
So this is Sabian. Jamal's like, I'd love to have Beacon back. That would be wonderful, and Cav would no longer be a problem. He's willing to help us with your mother,
Mhm.
which that is a big deal.
That's all I needed to know.
Are we going into the Underdark?
He told me not to just take off.
Well, of course not. This is not something we just would do haphazardly. We would need to prepare.
But yeah,
And
he will help us.
though I know that key will get us in, I do not know what gets us out. Which is why I've never done so. They've been locked off from the Prime for quite some time. The only thing that I've seen is inklings of the Spider Queen's presence here and there. But it's more or less been...
You'd run in to Dark House.
Wait a second.
I mean, not just Zed.
Zed's Dark House.
Yeah, that's a bit of a different story. I don't know about the bodies that were in space. They're all female.
Oh. You've run into Dark Elves?
Yeah, it's a bit of a time situation. Zed's from 2,000 years in the future.
I mean, I have seen Dark Elves, you know, on the surface myself, and other, but many of us were not from the Underdark. Were these beings from the Underdark?
We don't know. Zed's not from here.
Zed's from out of time.
Oh, I'm quite aware of that, Schmosses. I know who he is.
But there were other female Dark Elf ships that got away.
Zed was one of many of the same. He's the only one we got off the ship.
One of the many.
Clones.
There's a clone.
Like these guys that are everywhere.
He's a clone.
Z102653 something. I don't remember.
That is why he did not recognize me.
Do you know
I know
Zed?
Zed.
Hmm.
Yes, I do.
You know the original Zed.
Yes.
Who's the original Zed?
He... In the future, he is a general of Goldstar's army in space.
How do you know that?
Well, I can't really go into detail.
And maybe let's not talk about the future too much.
Yes, yes.
However, things I know about the future give me confidence that we'll find a way.
But there are not many of him from where I have been. There is only one.
Because we only saved one? The ship blew up.
Yeah, it killed all of them.
Dark Elf ships destroyed the ship that he was on that we pulled him off of.
Dark Elves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the information we've been given.
Again, what are you talking
There
about?
was 3 ships. There was... Oh. I don't know. It's just not safe to talk about them.
There were
We can't
3
talk about
Dark Elf ships.
the enemy.
Hmm.
Because we're not cloaked, I don't think.
They'll know it.
We are going to take a quick break right there, you guys. And we will come right back as the plot thickens for season 4, episode 9. We'll see you guys back here in just a few moments. 1. And we're back. All right, we are going to take a little shift to the Cat Lord's realm with Lily. You've taken your children up.
She made it.
You make it up there. You gather everything. Bella, Rabbit, you, Hedda, Gorgain, and the kids. And all the magic items from the cradle. You guys tucked tail and ran. Of course, Tuffy gets everything set up and all that for you. They find you a little log cabin that's within the woods not far from the Cat Lord's hut. And very protected area. Tuffy will tell you that he will make sure that there are plenty of tigers protecting the house so that you guys are safe and all of that. Once you get settled in, Tuffy tells you that the Cat Lord has requested that you come seek audience with him. And he takes you to the hut.
Gorgain and Hedda and everybody stay back.
They do. They stay back. He takes you to the hut, but he takes you through a portal that goes back behind the curtain, not through the other entrance. And he will go and pull the curtain open a little bit, and you step inside. When you walk in, you see a mountain elf with a red streak in his hair. He looks like a wizard fighter type. You see a drow female who also, she has her hair in pigtails and there's blood red streaks coming out of them. Clip, which you already know what he looks like.
Yep.
Most people do.
Not at him.
Pindar, the lion, and Manar Melindor,
That's nice.
the dark mage,
Mm-hmm.
is standing there as well when you come in. And Salvadorian Crosby. Come in, Lynx, he says. Come in. May I introduce the Dark Lynx? And he points at Manar, who kind of bows to you like this. And he says in your head, this is not the Manar you think it is. This is a different one. This is a clone. One that works for us.
Still makes my hair stand on end.
Have no worries. He has drank from the cup.
The cup.
The cup of House Rice. I have complete control over him. He is. And he's not saying this out loud. He's telepathy.
Yeah.
And he says, introduce. And the lion, and he starts going through each of them. The polar cat. May I introduce Black Cat. She smiles at you and kind of bounces her head like that in her pigtails.
Greetings.
She's dressed in black dragon scale armor.
Love your hair.
Thanks. It's a new style. She kind of goes like this. She goes, it's kind of distracting. I love it. So you're Lily, the Light Lynx.
Yes.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I hear your kids are here now. We've all been told that we should be checking in on you guys from time to time.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, of course. Anything that the Cat Lord says to do, we all have to do. turns and looks at Sal, and he has an eyebrow raised. He's like, I know that you've been concerned about your family, and I know the Glistinian is gone, and you have come seeking refuge. And I wanted to let you know that you are protected here, and your family will be protected here. You are the light links. And I have a duty for you, a task, as it were. We are missing some members. Most specifically, we need a Siamese. And it needs to be someone that you know.
Who do you have in mind?
I believe he goes by Jamal.
Jamal's dead.
He smiles. Not any longer. He lives.
She tries not to burst into tears.
Tuffy comes over and he pats you. He says, yes, he's alive. He's alive. Gold Star. And others. One of the Calicos is responsible for it.
Which one?
Renara.
I need to know who to think.
He has another son. Tuffy says to you.
Really?
Yes.
New or old?
His name is Godwin.
Okay.
They're working together now. And things are transpiring. He turns and looks at Sal, who seems to be playing with a little Abyssinian cat at his feet. He's just kind of playing with it. Cat's rough housing his hand and scratching his arm. So, yes, he looks back up at you. Picks the cat up, puts it on his shoulder, and it lays down across his shoulder and flicks his tail a couple times. He's like, out of all the people that we have within cat kind, you seem to be the one that would have the best chance of convincing him to come on board. It would be very beneficial to us. And besides that, I do believe he could use our help and is currently lost in his ways. You see, he stands up, kind of comes walking over towards you. You see, he's heartbroken. The love of his life was executed by her own father. Rebecca, as she is known. Sister to Alexandria. Sister to Nera. Somewhere deep within the Underdark.
She still lives.
Yes. Other than that, I cannot gather any more information about her. None of our divinations have told us anything. The Underdark is a place of great mystery. A place that beings will soon be attempting to infiltrate to find her.
My dear friend Jamal.
dare say that it would be amiss to let him go alone, would it not? Your family will be protected. I will not order you to do so, but I will ask you, as your friend and Lord of Cats, to go with your friend Jamal into the Underdark and help retrieve the daughter that has been long lost. The portals to Mirabilia and Beacon and well, let me just say the curse within Beacon will be broken soon. If things continue as they are headed, you will be allowed to return there again. The Great A will be dealt a great blow when the two portals are closed from Queensland and Mirabilia soon. It will give a time of respite, a time for an excursion into the Underdark. Some of our minions will be going, and I think that the light links would be of great benefit in this endeavor.
So I thought that the curse on Beacon was broken.
No. Your friend Era saw to that. When she changed time and brought Gold Star back, it reversed the curse. It has been present ever since.
But someone has a plan.
What?
Someone has a plan.
Yes. Someone that once held those blades, and you see him point over the ground, you see two scimitars. Your friend Vayman, Sith. These two blades will hopefully be wielded by Jamal if he agrees.
We'll go.
Not alone. There are others that will go with you, including you. And he looks at Clip, and Clip's like, what? Me? And he's like, yeah, you. Gather the blades, links. I would be remiss not to tell you that on the other side of the mirror is a being that you know quite well. Her name was Myra. She is there with Beacon Vengeance and Havoc. Once this mirror is closed, there will be no hope for her to ever come back here. I know that she was lost to you. Would not be right of me not to tell you of this unforeseen incident that will occur.
So she's been alive there this whole time,
Yes.
and no one has told me?
No one is over there. Well, there are a few, but Ancav for one. But I don't believe you know him. She is probably not the same Myra you know. But Many of us go through changes. Somewhere deep down, she has the same history as the old Myra. It is only the future that she has been living on the other side that has made her what she is today. It is completely up to you whether or not, or what you will do with this information. I leave it up to you. I know I've told you a lot already, and I've told you enough that you can ask questions to those that might have other answers that you seek. I really don't feel it is my place to delve into these subjects with you. I merely am asking you for a favor. With Jamal.
Absolutely.
He turns and looks at Clip, and he comes walking over next to you, and he's like, all right.
I'll take a black cloth out and pick up the scimitars and wrap them.
They are in sheaths already, but okay, you wrap them up.
Put them in a bag.
Okay.
I need just a moment to let my family know what is happening and prepare myself.
I understand, and I'm not sure when they will be going exactly, but you coming to them with the ability to help not only your friend Jamal, but some of the others that will perhaps be going into this place. I give you a great gift. Can only be used once. He holds up an acorn. If you find yourself trapped there, that will bring you back to me.
Thank you.
Good luck. Somebody's like, he starts to walk. Clip goes with you. Right when you get to the curtain, he says, there is something there that you will see. You will know it when you see it. I do not know when you will see it or how you will see it, but it is of great importance to mankind. That is all I can say. But it is the reason you are going. Jamal and the other things are merely secondary. Good luck.
Thank you.
The
I'll return.
Manar on the other side of the room looks at you and he nods to you. You go back behind the curtain. Tuffy's. He opens a portal for you, and he.
Do not tell anyone.
Oh, I won't. I won't say a word.
She'll go through.
I will take care of the kids, he says. He goes through with you through the portal, and you get on the other side, and he gives you a big hug. Then you guys go into the other room where where the whole family is, where Gorgain and Head and all them. You realize when you get there that Head's wife is here, and the kids are here, the triplets are here. And they're around 10 years old or so.
Mm.
They're starting to grow beards.
Grew up really fast.
Yeah. And she hey, you know, and it's a
Big
big
hug.
welcome and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I thought I'd bring them here. It seems like a safe place.
I'm so glad you did.
Yeah.
I will have to leave for a while in cat business, cat kind.
Gorgain looks at you and says, what?
So I couldn't think of any better place for all of my family to be together.
Where are you going? Gorgain.
I have to take these scimitars and talk Jama into carrying them.
Ma,
I guess
he's alive?
Gold Star and Renara helped to bring him back.
Not going to be gone long, are you?
I don't know. I also have to help them on an adventure into the Underdark. I wouldn't think it would be any more than a week or so, though.
Gorgain looks worried when you say that. He turns, looks at Hedda, and then looks back at you, and Hedda's like, well, she is immune to that lotus, aren't you? No? It's everywhere down there, Lily. Need to be careful.
I wish that I was immune to it. Got knocked in my ass several times.
Hmm. One 1013 was the year they closed the gates. I remember it well. Not sure how you're going to get into a place like that, but
I don't know the details. I'm not sure. There's a lot of other stuff going on too.
well, Tuffy's got your blood. You'll be good.
I also have a free trip home, so
Hmm. Gora comes over and gives you a hug.
you're gonna fall into him. and
He's like, I'm being told that I can't go. But I guess it's better to stay here with the kids, at least one of us.
The one thing that's the most important for them is a stability. And if we're both gone, then they lose that.
Agreed.
For the most part, I can't die permanently. My soul is here, my blood's here. So even in a worst case scenario, I could be brought back
I know.
to this moment.
Yes. I'm not worried. He smiles at you. You may be 4'2", but you're concentrated.
I love you so much.
I love you. And he gives you a big old kiss, picks you up off your feet, and he says you should spend some time with the kids before you leave. And
Absolutely.
so you go to do that. Clip's just standing off to the side the whole time. He's just kind of just standing there watching what's going on. He looks at you, he telepathies, he says, when you're ready, let me know. I know where to go. You leave the room. Roll hear noise.
I haven't done that in so long.
Listen, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
my brain.
listen.
I was like, there's
Listen,
no
listen.
damn noise on here.
Listen, Linda, listen.
Yeah, 36.
You hear Hedda say to Gorgain, he goes, there's something bothering her, lad. Something else. There's more to it. Gorg goes, well, if she wants to tell me, she will. Leave the room. All right, we're going to leave you from there. We're going to come back to you guys.
Holy shit.
Baby love.
Baby love, baby love. All right. You're all here. Separate rooms, but you're still here in the same map, at least. Yay.
Working on it.
So,
Rava's gonna
Velia, Godwin, Jamal.
Rava's gonna turn to Jamal and say one more thing.
Huh?
Rava's gonna turn to Jamal and say one more thing.
Yeah.
You and Lily are really good friends.
Yes.
Myra's over there,
Over where?
across the mirror.
Now, why'd you have to go and tell me that?
I will tell her, or you can. And I'm gonna talk to my brother about it as well.
I'll have to tell her. I mean,
If anybody goes through that mirror, they can't come back. So I don't know how we would get her
we'll
here.
make sure that she doesn't go through the fucking mirror then.
She's looking Godwin.
Pulls it out and floats it over to her.
I gotta go get this today.
Good luck.
Send him my
Are
regards.
you gonna stay here, Val?
Do you
Godwin?
need to go with you, or do you want me to stay? What do you need?
I'll gladly come with you.
Take Sabian with you, and we'll stay here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Two of you disappear. Where you teleport to?
At 1,000.
Okay. You appear inside there.
Right before they left, she would have telepathy bay on my way.
All right. You mean to me or to the other?
Up.
Okay.
Does she know where that box is?
She does.
She'll walk over to it.
Okay, she finds a little cubby hole, opens the secret door, puts it in there. You see that the other stone's in there still. Close it.
Shake her head. Turn back around.
Okay. You know, he looks around. This is the first time we have ever been alone together. He attacks you
Oh, goodness.
and starts kissing you and hurting you and like he smacks you around. Well, he knows you. If he's kissing you and you don't get smacked around, you're going to explode because you're not drinking your poison. So we will fade to black on the A1000.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, 2 vampires. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Does she reciprocate?
For sure.
All right.
Fucking need to keep my unicorn.
TMI, TMI, TMI.
Oh,
She will
okay.
lose her
Okay.
vulgar unicorn if she doesn't lose her virginity, guys.
I was just kidding. Well, that's
All
alright.
right.
Seth's sitting up and he's gonna put his head on Vela's leg or knee and just. Oh dear, he's rolling dice.
Fuck you rolling dice for?
What's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you go back after that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're going to come back to the ship. Meanwhile, you and your father are in that room with Val.
You guys want to get something to eat and drink?
Sure,
Maybe join the rest of the party for a bit?
sure.
Go out there.
You go out there,
Show
Godwin.
them the
Yeah.
replicator.
And as he's walking by, out of his pocket, he's like, also, what was with the nose rings?
You don't want those.
Yeah.
They're gooey. They're gooey. He says. Yeah. All right. So you guys come in. You guys go get something to eat. So, let's see.
There's
There
several
was-
bowls of fruit on
Nice.
there.
Yeah, there's fruit on the table that Doll had made.
Labeled with different.
I don't know where Godwin wants to sit.
Everything's fine.
Right there. Timmy will sit there. Renar and Ren are there. That's there. Okay. That's where we're gonna stop this evening, you guys, and we will. That's the end of episode 9, and we will come back for episode 10 later. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I did.
I
certainly
did. It was fun.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Hope you guys liked it. We are Original GM. Like, subscribe, share, hit the ding ding. You know the deal. Go get the system and the books. Check them out. Let us know.
Get all the books.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
As the dawn breaks, shadows flee. In our victory, we are free. Timeless heroes, legends grand. Together we save this land. As the dawn breaks, shadows flee. In our victory, we are free. Timeless heroes, legends grand. Together we save this land. This land.